Good morning to all. Today we are going to discuss about building data structures that is used in Python language. So first, what is data structure? So data structure is a format is used to organizing and storing the data and efficient way to access and manipulate the data. So here we are going to discuss about Python data structure. So Python data structure is simple and powerful. Frequently used Python data structure that is used sequence types are tuple, list, and dictionary. So first one is tuple. A tuple is a fixed length and immutable sequence of Python objects which once assigned cannot be changed. So cannot be changed means it is immutable. The easiest way to create one is with comma separated sequence of sequence wrapped in parentheses. So for example, tuple equal to we can use parentheses. So tuple can be created using the parentheses. For example, tuple is the name given for our tuple equal to open parenthesis. Here we specify some numbers and then close parenthesis. So next we are going to just print the tuple, means it will print the result of the tuple within the parenthesis. Otherwise we can use print of tuple, like that also we can uh, print the result. In many contexts, the parenthesis can be omitted. So here we could also have some written tuple equal to 4, 5, 6. So automatically this variable will be assigned to these tuples. If we print the result of the tuple, it will show the parenthesis in our result. So next we can convert the any sequence or iterated to a tuple by invoking the tuple method. So for example, 402, it is a list of numbers. This will be converted to be a tuple using the tuple method. So tuple of list 402. So this list will be converted to be a tuple. Next, the string value will be converted to the tuple by using the tuple method. Example, tuple equal to tuple of string. So string is separated words enclosed with the parenthesis. The sequence are zero indexed in Python. For example, tuple of 0. So it will print the first character, first letter in that given string. So yes. So next one is 1 and 2, I is 3, N is 4, and G is 5. So it is the uh, positive indexing. If we assign the negative indexing means from the backward we can count -1, N is -2, I is -3, R equal to -4, T equal to -5, and S is the -6. So creating tuple of tuples. So we can create one or more tuples, which is called a nested tuples. For example, nested tuple equal to 4, 5, 6 is one tuple and 7, 8 is another tuple. These two tuples enclosed in a single one. So nested tuple result is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 4, 5, 6 will be indexed as 0. 7, 8 will be indexed as 1. So if we want to print the first index of nested tuple means nested underscore tuple of 0, it will print the 4, 5, 6. Nested underscore tuple of 1, it will print the 7, 8. So while the objects stored in the tuple may be mutable themselves, once the tuple is created, it is not possible to modify with which object is stored in each slot. So for example, if we want to change tuple of 2 equal to false, what is tuple of 2 here is true. I'm going to change this true, it will be a false. So it will throw some error because type error, because tuple object does not support item assignment. So we cannot able to change. If an object inside a tuple is mutable, such as the list, you can modify it in place, which means, for example, uh, tuple equal to 1, 2, 3, and 5. So inside the tuple, we are creating one list. This list is actually a mutable. So we can change this list values. For example, tuple 1 dot append of 3. Tuple 1 means 0, 1. This list will be considered. In that, I'm going to append 3. Append means finally the last it will be added. So print of tuple, it will print the result of 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 3 comma 5. Actually, this will be the our output. And then next, you can concatenate the tuple using plus operator to produce the longer tuples, which means if two tuples will be concatenated using the plus symbol, so it will be concatenated as a single list. Single tuple 4, none, boo, 6, comma, 0, comma, bar. Next, multiplying a tuple by an integer as with the list has the effect of concatenating that many copies of the tuple. For example, boo, bar will be multiplied with the 4 means 4 times the boo bar will be repeated in a tuple. Boo bar, boo bar, boo bar, and boo bar. So 4 sets will be repeated. Next, unpacking the tuples. So unpacking means if you try to assign a tuple-like expression of variable, Python will attempt to unpack the value on the right hand side of the equal sign. This is left hand side, this is right hand side. So now I am assigning tuple equal to 4, 5, 6. So unpacking means left side values equal to the right side tuple value. So A, B, C equal to tuple means A will be assigned to 4, B will be assigned to 5, and C will be assigned to 6. Now I am going to print B value. It will print the result is 5. Even the sequence with the nested tuples can be unpacked. So for example, tuple equal to 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7 is another tuple, nested tuple. So like that also I am going to unpack it. So A, B, C, D equal to tuple. Here what is the D value here? 7. And then we can swap the two variables without using temporary variable. Easily we can swap. For example, A, B equal to 1, 2. So here the swapping will be done easily by B, A equal to A, B. So B value equal to 1 and A value is become 2. Next, a common use of variable unpacking is iterating over sequence of tuples or list. So this unpacking method will be used to iterate over some list of tuples. Okay, so sequence equal to list of tuples containing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for A, B, C in sequence. So in this sequence, we are going to iterate each values. Printf of string literal of A equal to A, B equal to B, and C equal to C. So what is this meaning means A equal to 1, B equal to 2, C equal to 3. So this unpacking method used to iterate over the sequence. Another common use is returning multiple values from your functions. So some situation where you want to plug to few elements from the beginning of the tuple where we are using the star rest. You can use any keyword using this star. You can use any words. So values equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A comma B only I want remaining rest values I don't want. So then A comma B will be assigned to 1 comma 2. 3, 4, 5 will be assigned to the rest variables. Next one is tuple methods. So since tuples are the fixed length, so we cannot do any operations like append, add, delete like that. So only one operations will be possible here, which is the count. So since the size, the content of the tuple cannot be modified, it is very light on the instance method. A particular useful one is count, which counts the number of occurrence of a variable. For example, A equal to 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, 2. So here I am going to find how many times the 2 will be occurred in this tuple. So A dot count of 2. So 2 will be occurred in 4 times. So the tuple method only one method will be used here, which is nothing but a count method. And then second one is check data structure is list. In contrast with the tuple, list are the variable lengths and their contents can be modified in place. So list are mutable. You can define them using the square bracket or using the list type functions. So list means we have to use the square bracket, whereas tuple we can use parenthesis. For example, here list equal to square bracket we can mention anything 2, 3, 7, none. Tuple equal to open parenthesis I am assigning three string values inside the tuple. Now I'm going to convert this tuple into the list by using the list method. So list of tuple. And then next, so the B list is converted to be the list. So next I'm going to change the index value. And that means B list of 1 is become a peekaboo. So B list of 1, in the place of B list of 1, it is present bar. Instead of bar, I'm going to convert it into the peekaboo. So I am just mentioning the index value equal to what string I'm going to change, that I'm mentioning here. Then I'm printing the B list. So boo, peekaboo and buzz. So the word in place means wherever you can change that value, it will affect your original list. So that is called in place modified. The list built-in function is frequently used in data processing as a way to materialize and iterate generated expressions. So for example, generator equal to range of 10. So gen is nothing but the iterator. It is like a id will be created. So range of 0 comma 10. So range function, you already discussed about the range functions. Range functions have start value, end value and step value. Here we are mentioning start value and the end value. So if step value will be optional, if we didn't mention any step value, automatically the step value will be considered as a 1. So it will print 0 to 9 values. So list of gen means it will print the list of generator values. So next list are the mutable one. So we can use it. You can able to add and delete the elements. So adding elements using the list in three methods. One is append, another one is insert, and third one is extend method. Append method, the elements can be appended to end of the list, where whatever elements you want to insert, that will be using the append method. That word, that particularly term will be append at the end of the list. For example, B list contain only 3 elements. So I am going to append the verb that will be added at the end of the list. But insert method is used to insert an element at a specific location in the list. Which means you can mention two parameters in the insert function. One is the position and another is the variable. For example, b list dot insert, in the first position we are going to insert the red. So what is my b list, new b list? Blue. In the first position the red. So remaining terms will be moved forwarded to one position. So for means blue, second term, that means first one is red, and then second place it is bookable, bus and give up. So one place it will be moved forward. And then last one is extend method. So extend method used to extend more number of elements. So I'm having a x as the list. I'm going to extend this x with the another particular list. So x dot extend of mentioning some list 7, 8, 2, 3. So in my finally I am having x with the 4, none, boom, 7, 8, 2, 3. And next one is removing elements. So removing method means there are two methods. One is the pop method and another one is remove method. The pop method which removes and returns the element at a particular index. For example, blist.pop of 2. So pop of 2 means the second element will be pop up. Pop up means we can take outside. So the pickable will be taken outside. So it will print the value of that particular index. So next, if we want, if we print the list means, B list means the pickable is not there because it is popped from that list. And then remove method. So remove method, elements can be removed by value with the remove, which locates the first such value and remove it from the list. For example, in the B list, I am adding one boo extra. So boo, red, bus, div up, and then boo. In this list, I want to remove boo means it will remove first occurrence of that particular element, remove that only, because the last one boo is there, which is not deleted from the list. So first occurrence only deleted from the remove method. And then next one is delete method deletes the element at the specified index or range of elements. For example, delete B list of 1 means the first element will be deleted. So first element means bus will be deleted, remaining red, debuff and boo will be available. Check if a list contains a value using the in keyword. So debuff in B list means it will print the 2. The keyword not can be used to negate in. So debuff not in B list means it will print the false. So we discussed in the tuple concatenation and combining the list, the same here only. Similar to the tuples, adding two lists together with plus concatenate symbol. So for example, 4, none, boo is one list plus concatenation operation 7, 8, 2, 3. So if we use this concatenation operator, the list will be flattened. That means single list will be created. If you have a list already defined, you can append multiple elements to it using the elements to the using the concatenation operations. And next one is sorting. So sorting means you can sort a list in place without creating the new object by calling it sort functions. For example, a equal to 7, 2, 5, 1, 3. So a dot sort means the a, that means the list created in place list will be sorted automatically. One is the ability to pass the secondary sort key, that is the function that produces a value to use to sort the objects. For example, we could sort a collection of strings by their length. For example, b equal to, it contains the list contains string of elements. So b dot start key equal to length. So this elements will be sorted using the length of the key. So length of the key means key will contain only 2 letters. And then sa, 6. This contains 3 letters. Small, this letter contains 5 letters, and foxes contains 5 letters. So based on the size of the length of the key, it will be sorted. Next one is slicing operations. So you can select selection of most sequence types by using the slice notation, which is its basic form consists of the start, colon, stop passed to the index operator square bracket we can use to apply the slicing operator. So start will be included and the stop will be excluded. While the element at the start index is included and the stop index is not included, so that the number of elements in the result is start minus stop. Okay. So for example, sequence contains 7, 2, 3, 7, 5, 6, 0, 1. Sequence of 1 colon 5 means it only print until the 4. So last element cannot be included. So first element is 2, 3, 7 and 5. Okay. So fifth element 6 will not be printed here. So class can also be assigned with a sequence. For example, sequence equal to sequence of 3 colon 5 equal to 6 comma 3. 3 colon 5 means third element and fourth element. These two element value will be assigned to 6 comma 3. Actually, the third element 0, 1, 2, 3. 7 and 5 will be modified to be a 6 and 3. So 7, 2, 3, 6, 3, 6, 0, 1. So modified. So we can use this rise operations to assign the sum sequence. Either the start or stop can be omitted, in which cases the default to start of the sequence and the end of the sequence respectively. For example, sequence colon of 5. So automatically it will start from 0 element to 4th element. It suppose sequence 3 colon like that. So 3 starting is 3 and ending is end of the sequence. Negative indices slice the sequence related to the end. For example, I already told you the negative index start with reverse side -1, -2, -3, -4, -5 and -6. So sequence of -4 colon means -4. So -4 means -1, -2, -3, -4. L2. Okay. It will print something. So it will take the previous slice operations. Example 3601 will be printed. Sequence of -6 to -3 means 2 means reverse order. So 3636 will be printed. A step can also use it after the second colon to say take every other elements, which means sequence double colon 2 which means you have to take every two element after two elements. So our output is 7, 3, 3 and 0. A clever use of this is to pass -1, which has the useful effect of reversing the list of the tuple. So sequence of double colon -1 means the given list will be reversed. So thanks for watching. We will discuss the dictionary classes in the next video.